Hello, baseball fans. This is King Ikeboo coming to you live from the underground bunker, and we have another Giants versus Dodgers rivalry game. However, these two teams never actually met because this is the 1912 New York Giants versus the 1916 Brooklyn. Were they the Dodgers then? I think they were. They could be the Doves. They could be the Robins, although I don't think that there were the Robins because Wilbert Montgomery was the manager, and I think Robins was after Robinson. I think that was earlier on. So I think they were the Dodgers, but I didn't bother checking. Sorry, must do more research. But we're coming here in the top of the 7th, and you can see that Brooklyn is leading this game 2-1, and the pitcher for Brooklyn is Larry Cheney, and he's up to bat right now. He has a no-hitter going. You can see his card that it's no surprise that he would be a candidate for no-hitter because, well, as we will see in a few minutes when he is back on the mound, we can look at his card. But the opposing pitcher today is Red Ames. He so far is 2-0 in the season, and this is the first time that he has been in jeopardy of losing a game. So right now the New York Giants are 3rd in the National League, and this is the Deadball Era file from PC Replay Baseball, and we're playing the American League and the National League, and to see who is the best deadball team of all time. And you can see so far the Giants are 6-4, 3rd place in the National League, and the Brooklyn Dodgers are 3-8, and they are 6th in the National League at this point in the early season. But they are up on the Giants at the Polo Grounds here today. One thing you'll notice that Chief Myers is playing on both teams. He is the catcher for the Giants, and he's the catcher for the Dodgers. And right now he is he just made the play. He is going to start the top of the 7th. So leading off is Larry Cheney. He is a 114 hitter, and so far he's 0 for 7 in our league. Something on eBay was dispatched. It's always good news. Here's the pitch, and he hits the right column, but he doesn't have much going on, and he strikes out. Nothing much there. I guess he would have got a hit on the 6, but that's about it.
1 out, bases empty.
So here's the starting lineup for Brooklyn. You got the coach, Jimmy Johnson, leading off. Jake Daubert is batting 2nd, and they have pretty much their 2 best hitters batting 2nd and 3rd, because batting 3rd is Zach Wheat, and I don't know if this is after the our gang. Buckwheat was his nickname, but doesn't look like buckwheat. And then we have George Clancy Cutshaw batting 4th. Not your typical power hitting cleanup hitter. Mike Mowry is batting 3rd. Then we got Hy Myers is the center fielder. He's batting 6th. Ivy Olson batting 7th and playing shortstop. Then Chief Myers, the catcher, he's batting 8th, and we just saw Larry Cheney batting 9th. And we'll go to, when the Giants are up, we'll go through the Giants lineup. But now we will focus back on the coach, Jimmy Johnson. I don't think that was his name, but you know why I'm calling him that. And Red Ames is pitching a pretty good ball game. He's going to have 2 runs on 4 hits, and his team has 2 errors, and that's probably, if we look at the box score, that's why he is losing. Well, he's 1 earned and 1 run is not earned. So here's Johnson with 1 out here in the 7th, and that looks like an easy play for Tilly Schaefer, the spark plug. Now he's having his boost check, and it's not higher. So because of that, Ames is on the verge of being tired at any time. Does not receive a BF boost.
2 outs, bases empty.
Not to be confused with the BF sword. And that's an entire other game that we shall not talk about now. Here is Jake Daubert, one of the before mentioned best hitters on the Dodgers lineup. So far today, he has flied out, popped out, and he hit a double, scoring the go-ahead run in the 5th. And he has walked with a B, so he is going to have an excellent chance at stealing second here.
2 outs, men on first.
The B column is very good for pitchers. Now at this point, I could take out Ames. He is tired, as we talked about before. He has a 4 hold, so we're going to leave him in just for this because he's pretty good at holding runners on. Oh, here comes the steal. So you can see here the B chart. Yellow goes on the catcher. Green is good for the runner. So because Myers isn't an outstanding defensive catcher, that's why Daubert has an excellent chance of stealing this thing. So he hits, yes, the catcher. So it's up to Chief Myers. Rolls 1, 2, or 3. He's caught 4, 5, or 6. It's a stolen base. 50-50 chance. He's caught stealing. So good
No
play
runs,
by
no hits, and none left on.
Chief Myers to end the
It's
inning.
the bottom of the 7th, and we've got a no-hitter going.
Yes, we do. Thank you for reminding him. Thank you for jinxing Larry Cheney. Okay, so you can see, looking at Cheney's card here, this asterisk takes away all hits on column 2, and that's most of them. So you can see there that takes away a lot of hits. Basically, if Fred Merkle hits this column, it's not a single with a possibility of 2 stolen bases. It is out. And same thing on column 3, which is also the hitters column. There's no hitting going on here. The only way you get to Cheney is if he gives up a lot of walks, and he doesn't even give up a lot of home runs. So he's an excellent pitcher. The whip isn't that good. He walks a lot of people, but his ERA is good. Even for that era, that was a pretty good ERA. So, as we promised, here's the lineup for the Giants. Leading off and playing center field is Josh Devore. Batting second and playing shortstop, the spark plug, Tilly Schaefer. Batting third and playing second base, laughing Larry Doyle. And he doesn't look like he's laughing there. Maybe it's one of those reverse psychology things. He's really a very serious man, but they call him Laughing Larry. Kind of like guys who are bald are called curly, or guys who are short called stretch. Something like that. Batting fourth, playing first base, yes, Freddie the Merkle Boner. And you can look up one of the greatest seasons in baseball history, the 1908 season, if you don't know what the Merkle Boner was. Batting fifth and catching, he's probably the best hitter for the Giants, Chief Myers. Yes, you can see there he had 3 doubles in a game. Was that yesterday's game? Probably, against the Dodgers. Batting sixth and playing left field, Beals Becker. And yes, mothers and fathers called their children Beals in the early part of the 20th century. Batting seventh, playing right field, Red Murray. And even he's an excellent player. I don't know why I'm playing him seventh. I just want to do that righty-lefty thing. I wanted Myers to bat fifth, and so Red Murray dropped to seventh, but he is a very good hitter, batting seventh. And then batting eighth and playing third base, Buck Herzog. And he's a very good hitter for batting eighth as well. So the Giants have a very good top-to-bottom batting lineup. And Red Ames, of course, is batting ninth and pitching. So let's see if the Giants can get a hit. Let's see if they can come back and win this game. This is dead ball, so every run, that's why I like the dead ball era. Every run means a lot. They don't come in bushels, and therefore if you get one, you treasure it, and it's big. And there's a lot of 2-1 ball games, 1-0 ball games. If you have an offensive flurry, it's 3-2. So let's see if Fred Merkle can reverse his. Yes, and if you look on his obituary, they even talk about the Merkle Boner. This one incident in baseball history followed Fred Merkle for the rest of his life. So we can see the key to beating Larry Cheney is the 5 column, a little bit of 6 column, but I don't know, maybe because we're late in the ball game we'll be able to take it off, but he hit the K, and that is the worst line on the action chart.
No outs, men on first.
No, we are not
The
able to
defense
take
is
it
playing
off.
in at the corners.
That means he has to steal, and there's very little chance of him stealing. You'll look at it in a second. All this red. The only possibility here, if we hit the 7, it's a balk. Possible error and a pickoff on a 3 and 10 and 12 have a possible wild pitch and pass ball respectively. So that's what we got the hope for. Otherwise, not very good news. Okay, well, that's good. Oh, that worked out smashingly. As possible pickoff, but error as well. So Larry Cheney is a horrible defensive pitcher, and anything over 11 will be an error. Barely over, but it's good enough. He reaches second on the error with a no-hitter is still intact, but we have a batter on second base with nobody out here in the 7th.
No outs, men on second. The defense is playing in at the corners.
Okay, here's the best hitter you can see. In 1912, he batted .358. He had on-base percentage of .441, and so far in the replay here, he's batting .423. I don't think we're going to bunt. The only possibility, the really bad thing would happen is we hit that 3-6 again because it's a right-handed pitcher and a right-handed batter, but we're not going to bunt here. Oh, what did I just say? And the leaping catch by Ivy Olson, doubling Merkel off second base, and the inning is over.
2 outs, bases empty.
Okay, its base is empty, but might as well be over because nothing's going to happen here. Beals Becker. Okay, well, maybe I spoke too soon. He's got a walk and a possibility of a stolen base. And this is the good kind of stolen base. The plus sign is bad because if you do not steal, you're out. This one here, if you don't get the stolen base, you just stay on first
2
base.
outs, men on first.
You hold. So here we go. Anything over 46 is a stolen base. And it is, so he's on second base. Once again, we have a man on second base in scoring position. No hitter.
2 outs, men on second.
Is still intact, but we have another right-handed batter. We hit that 3-6. Won't be a double play, but the inning will be over. Anything in the columns 2 and 3, the inning is over. It's got to hit the 5 or 6, and that's the red dice determines the column. No, strikeout. So yes, I spoke a little soon, but the inning was over.
No hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. Top of the 8th.
Here's the 8th inning, and here we have the best hitter on the Dodgers, Zach Wheat. Oh, what am I doing? Bad managing here. But we got away with it. Yes, we need to make a pitching change. Pitching change. He is exhausted. Okay, so let's look at what the Giants had. Of course, we're not going to use Christy Mathewson. We're not going to use Rube Marquard. They are the starters. Tesreau is a starter, but anybody else is fair game, and they are rested. They haven't pitched. The only guy that's pitched in the last 2 days is Goulet. So we can bring anybody in. So who are we going to bring in? We've got Doc Crandall. He's good. We got all right-handers for a while, so that takes away Hooks Wiltsey. So we got Crandall. His whip is 133. We got Thor Bader, Darth Bader's great-grandfather. And he's very good, but he only has 10 innings pitched. So we save him for those crucial moments. Here we got Al Demery. I think it looks good, but he only has 16 innings pitched too. Tesreau's, as we said, is the starter. So we're going to bring in Mr. Doc Crandall. And maybe we should do a double switch here because he's coming up. Maybe we should bring in one of these guys that hardly has any. Yeah, because he's only going to pitch for 1 inning. So we will take that back. We're going to bring in Al Demery. Okay, so we have the relief pitcher option. And he pretty much gives up nothing in 5 and 6, so we are going to take the 3. We're going to take their advice and check mark the 3. That means the whole column will be a 2, whichever is in row number 1. So this is bad news for George Cutshaw. He doesn't have much hope of getting on here. It's not impossible, like the 6-6, but there's not much there for him. And, well, I spoke too soon again. This is the game where I'm going to entitle it Speaking Too Soon. Because here we go. He hit the error, and Buck Herzog is not very good. Gives up a lot of errors, as most fielders did back in the dead ball era. Their gloves were like basically, you know, a big pillow out there just to make their hand not hurt, but not very good for catching. Yes, and he does give up the error. So that's the 3rd or 4th?
1 out,
3rd error that the Giants have allowed today. So here's Mike Mowry, and he is an excellent bunter, so we're going to bring in the corners because okay, so I'm not going to bring in the corners. Speaking too soon, the theme of our presentation here today, he has a chance to steal, but luckily for us, it is a plus sign. So it's 3-3, though. It's a 50-50 chance of him stealing the base. It's also a 50-50 chance of him being caught. 36, which is right halfway, so let's hope for a low number. We got it. He is done.
2 outs, base is empty.
So, yes, there wasn't much for Mr. Cutshaw. Okay, so you notice that the column 3 goes back to normal, only for the first hitter. And Al Damari is like one of those profile kind of guys. He doesn't like to look straight in the camera. He thinks that his eye, he'll go blind, you know, or something. So that's why he's looking sideways. Get the profile going here. Mike Mowry. And that's very good. One good news, though, is Damari doesn't give up a lot of wild pitches because
2 outs,
we
man on first.
are going to get a wild pitch re-roll here. So the only way that Mowry will end up on second base is if we roll a 2, and then Chief Myers has a possibility of a pass ball. Otherwise, no chance. Nope, no advance.
2 outs, man on first.
You park that right there on first base. Now here's High Myers. I wonder why his mother called him High. Maybe she loved greeting people. I don't know. My son's name is High. We wouldn't think about, you know, that's not the 60s, so we don't think about any other possibilities than that. High, goodbye. You're out of here.
No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. It's the bottom of the 8th, and we've still got a no-hitter going.
Okay, yes, we know. Okay, here it goes. Cheney, he has 4 batters left until he has his BF re-roll. So we'll see what happens there. Here's Buck Herzog. Let's see, he is flied out and struck out. The ball's hit to Ivy Olson, and an easy play to first. 1 down.
1 out, base is empty.
Okay, here's Al Damari, and he has no possibility, so we are going to pinch hit. We are going to bring in, because we do not want a no-hitter, we want to win this ball game, we're going to bring in Moose McCormick. Bring in the Moose. There he is. Hello, Moose. Let's run like a deer to first base, and let's get on. Let's end this no-hit nonsense. Okay, so he has a rare play. Now, roll a 1, it's a possible foul out. Roll 3 and 5 is a rare play. And 4, 5, if it's an even number, he has a 67% chance of an infield hit. So the no-hitter is very much in jeopardy here. What will we roll? I'm not going to milk this for all it's worth. Oh, he gets the foul. And The result, if you remember the Polo Grounds, although they called it Brush Stadium, it was pretty much entire foul territory. So there's no possibility he's going to be out. Even rolled a 6. Normally 6 is out of play, but there's so much foul territory here in Brush Stadium that he is out.
2 outs, bases empty.
The no-hitter was not in jeopardy. I spoke too soon. Here is Devore. Hit the 4, but good fielder, so that's an easy play.
An easy inning to score. 1, 2, 3. Top of the 9th.
Yes, it was easy. Okay, so we got Ivy Olson, Chief Myers, and I don't think if they pull him for a pinch hitter, I'm gonna write the company and say, "What are you doing?" But I don't think that's gonna happen. Okay, so who are we gonna bring in? We're gonna bring in Doc Crandall now. If you were a big Doc Crandall fan and you were upset at me first time I teased you about bringing him in, well, here's your chance. You get to see your hero, Doc Crandall. And there's another hit. Doc Crandall gives up a lot of hits, unlike Mr. Cheney. I always want to call him Lou Cheney for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, Larry Cheney. But here is the dreaded plus sign.
No outs, men on first.
So it's a 50-50 chance of being caught stealing again, or actually stealing the base. And he's gone.
1 out, base is empty.
Go back to Wrigley Field, Mr. Ivy. And here's Chief Myers. 1 out. He hits the 2-2. He gets a single. The 6th hit for the Dodgers in this game, which is a big deal in the Deadball Era.
1 out, men on first.
Okay, so if they pull him, I will scream, but here I think I have option of overriding the AI. I'm going to put the corners in, anticipating a bunt here. They're leaving him in, and not only that, but he walks. So they got something going here in the 9th.
1 out, men on first and second.
Doc Crandall is not pitching well. I'm sorry, you Doc Crandall fans. This is not a good representation of your hero. Here's the coach, Jimmy Johnson. Ground ball to third. Force at second. Johnson goes to first. 2 down. And here is
2 outs, men on first and third.
Jake Daubert. No, another stealing possibility. There's lots of steals in the Deadball Era, as you can tell. And he has stolen the base.
2 outs, men on second and third.
So we do not want to walk Daubert because of who's on deck. I think we might bring in the hook. Hooks Wiltsey. We might as well, because you can see a lot of different players if you're watching this video. Yes, we're going to bring in Hooks Wiltsey, and this way we get the relief pitcher option. They are suggesting doing column 6. I don't know. I don't think 6. I'm going to do 3. Because if he hits 6, if he hits 6-2, 6-4, or 6-8, it's a base hit regardless of what the pitcher is throwing up there. This is the dead balls. There's not too many home runs anyway. So I'm going to put it on column 3 because a 2 would take away a 2-3. No, a 3-2. It doesn't take away this one. This will be a hit regardless, but it does take away the 5. So that's why I'm doing that. So if you're wondering why I'm going against the AI, that is why. Okay, let's go, Hooks. I will not hooks you if you pitch well. Look at this. The genius. I don't like talking about myself that way.
No
but
runs,
a good managing decision
on.
there. Takes away the base hit.
It's the bottom of the 9th, and we've still got a no-hitter going.
Yes, we do, but we got the heart of the lineup. the spark plug, Tilly Schaefer. I call him that. I don't know. Probably wasn't. I don't know if they had spark plugs back in 1912, so he probably wasn't called that. But I call him that because he's a little guy, and he gets on base a lot, and he steals bases a lot. So we will hope. In fact, that's the way the Giants got their only run. He hit this 5-5, which is a double steal. He stole second. He almost stole third, but he didn't. And then they got him in on went to third on a ground ball, and then another probably sacrifice fly or something got him home. Obviously without use of a hit. So let's hope that happens again. Okay, he is on. No hitter still going. Schaefer is on again, and here's the boost check, and he passes the boost check, unlike Red Ames, so he is still in the ball game for at least 7 more batters.
No outs, man on first. The third baseman is playing in.
And here is Doyle. He is our best hitter. He's a left-handed hitter, and yet the smart thing to do here would be to bunt. But nobody's ever accused me of being smart, so I'm going to swing away. I don't like swinging with my best hitters. Okay, so we have... This is a 50-50 chance of the no-hitter going away. Yes, there it is. A looping drive to High Myers. Let's see if he can make the play. Cheney has his fingers crossed. Oh, he makes the play. Excellent play by High Myers. And the no-hitter is still intact. Here is Fred Merkel. I will never call you Fred Merkel Boner again if you come through here. And we have tens and tens of witnesses to that fact. Okay, I can still call him that because he strikes out.
2 outs, men on first.
And here's power versus power, because here we have Chief Myers. I called Laughin' Larry Doyle the best hitter, but I forgot about Chief Myers with his .358 batting average, which is incredible for the Deadball era. Although there's some players like Tris Speaker and Ty Cobb and Shoeless Joe Jackson that were they had traditionally had high batting averages, but they were out of this world. Chief Myers was not out of this world, but he had one incredible year, and this was it, 1912. Let's see if he can come through here. Okay, we got it again. 50-50 chance. High Myers, it's all up to you. Once again, Larry Cheney crossing his fingers. This time, no! Base hit. No hitter gone. Schaefer goes to third.
2 outs, men on first and third.
I spoke too soon. Here's Beals Becker. Now Cheney's just trying to hang on to this ball game. Struck out, and walked. Once again, we hit that same thing. High Myers again. 50-50 chance of actually hanging on to the ball game for the Dodgers, but 50-50 chance of it being a tie ball game. And this time, High Myers dives for it, makes the catch.
Wins a close one.
And the Dodgers win.
From all of us at Replay Games, thanks for playing.
Whenever I play Dodgers versus Giants, do the Giants ever win? I have to go back to the archives, but I think the Dodgers are something like 3-0 right now. And they win again today, or win this one. Larry Cheney, one hitter away from his no-hitter, wins the game. The lost Red Ames. I wonder who the MVP is. Yes, it's Larry Cheney. Here is the box score for today's game. 1 hit, and that hit was by Chief Myers with 2 outs in the 9th inning. And yet the Dodgers hang on because of High Myers' 3 plays in a row. He made the first. He did not make the second, but he made the third to save the ball game. So you got to give a hat tip to Mr. High Myers. Larry Cheney, of course, is the MVP. There's his line score is 9 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned, 5 walks, 9 strikeouts, facing 33 batters, and his ERA currently is 1.73. So I hope you enjoyed